Greetings everyone, Agion here, another Age of Empires 2 replay. Spawning as the red Mongols, we have two Mach aka. Spawn as the blue Spanish Inquisition, we have Unfinety. It looks simple, but if you ever try to pronounce a lot of this stuff, you know it's never really that simple. Unfinety. Either way, this is a nomadic map, so there is going to be a little bit of variation of where they're going to spawn out, where they're going to build. Red looks like he is content of building right here. A lot of sheep he has, but not a whole other resources. Maybe over here would have been a little bit better with the stone and gold nearby, but just only wood in this general area. He does have access to high ground, so it's easy defense to a degree. Over here, blue is content with building right here, close to the wood as well, but has some stone nearby, as well as some unpicked up sheep. Let me go ahead and go back. Let's go ahead and see the fog of war. What does red see? So this is all what reds have seen. He knows a bit of stone down here. He does not know about the gold up there. It's the problem with nomad maps. You have no vision, so you just want to place it down as soon as possible in reality. Blue over here has this guy spawning much farther away and sets a build over here. Look at that. Something spawned over here and something spawned over here. Red, looks like red stuff was all quite tightly contained, so red has a little bit of advantage. But this could go either way, so you have to scout out and be aggressive. You got some sheep over here, as well as just more sheep over here. So there's a lot of sheep on this map. I know that because all nomad maps have a huge amount of sheep. Red is, of course, harvesting up their sheep. Building a barracks as well is Mongols. I don't know of any aggression building a barracks this early. Perhaps he's worried about aggression from the Spanish player. The Spanish players can reasonably do an archer rush. Archer's rushes can be pretty much performed by any faction, really. I do know since Spanish don't go for archers in late game, they can get blindsided by their archer rush. Looks like more and more sheep being claimed by blue. This one's still not claimed over here. He's actually building a house. And we also got some deer being hunted out by red. Does have that little bit of advantage going on with the nearby deer, but it's not a huge advantage. Let's see. Looks like there's plenty of sheep here, though it looks like blue has more, but looks like red. That's what I think the militia's for. You don't get scouts, so he built the barracks for a scout. That's why he went for the barracks. Looks like blue is cleaning up the last of his nearby deer. And it looks like blue does have quite a bit of good amount of sheep over here. He's putting them all grouped over here, so he's making sure they can get siphoned one by one. You see here, this sheep is ready to be sent in as well. Looks like red has discovered some more sheep. I might as well go ahead and initiate the fast forward, because this is a long echoing game. Do got a mill way over here, gathering up the deer. It's also way in the back, so can be hard to defend, but can be hard to harass because it's farther away from this town center. May not be aware of it. Actually, yep, he is harvesting the sheep right there. Looks like there's a little bit of spread on this sheep slaughtering. It's sort of a bad thing to do because the rate of decay is equivalent to like one villager of harvesting. So having only one villager harvest sheep, you only get about half the food from it. You've got some mills going down. He still has plenty of sheep here, but a little bit of a tax. Red has went ahead and gone to feudal age. We do have a barracks here, as well as a stable, eyeing for a scout or two, a house, another stable. Yep, maybe it's going to be a scout rush. We do have one actually sheep being intercepted. Yep, it is a bit of a scout rush, but it won't accomplish all too much. He did deny a slight moment of agricultural time, or gathering time. He has that one militia we saw earlier, and the villagers are going to engage the scouts. The villagers can do reasonably well versus scouts, because scouts don't have a whole lot. It looks like he has some damage upgrades and research. I forget, does Spain have damage upgrades for scouts? Don't think so. We do have a spearman now out. The spearman will do great damage versus the scout cavalry. One villager does in fact go down. One of the scouts go down. The harassing days are over for blue scouts, but I say they did a good amount of damage. We got another scout over here, and the villagers immediately engaging it. Over here, more sheep could be intercepted by the scout. Not sure if he actually sees it. Let's go ahead and take a quick at the villager tab. Let's see. Blue has a staggering 32 villagers opposed to Red's 25. That scout harassment really worked as well as I guess a bit of bad organization with the sheep. But it looks like now he has the rest of sheep now being harvested. Good amount harvesting on 2 sheep as well. Actually, there's another sheep right there, so he still has 1 more sheep left. This house is not fully built, not a huge issue. 7 villager ahead for blue, and blue knows exactly where his opponents has started building it, so he doesn't have to. And red still needs to probably scout out and find his opponent. Let's go ahead and see what he sees. He does see actually some of the structures, so he knows a good idea where he's at. These villagers going out, looks like they're eyeing for some gold. And stone being rapidly gathered by blue. He may be eyeing for a fast castle. Actually, yeah, they're both taking up the castle. Blue's probably going to build a forward castle. And got the gold here being engaged by the villagers. He's adding up the castle now, but there are some spearmen here, but they do get overwhelmed by the villagers. Sorry, I sort of fast forward through that. And we do got a tower here, but this castle's almost complete. A castle superior to a watchtower, and there we go, castle. And decides to add garrison with all his villagers nearby, and we do also got a handful of knights on the field. Blue's also looks like spawning some conquistadors. Red is only building some spearmen in response. The thing is, he sees a castle. Conquistadors are very likely, and is going to happen, and they will outrange and engage any spearmen. You got another town center going on up. Red does have 2 town centers now. Blue has 2 town centers. If I were blue, I would make sure he just starts skirts around, engage at far, keep these conquistadors running around when the spearmen are trying to focus them, and have the knights just go up and kill them. A monster is coming down. That is a good counter in order to just convert your opponent's army to your own. All of your base belongs to us, sort of idea. And now we do got a 3rd conquistador out. The relic has not been touched. He's going to try to focus down this barracks. And we do have a house being hit as well. Hitting the house is just open. I think he's just trying to get it. We do have another house going in, trying to re-wall in the area. He can use the palisade to fill in that last gap, or perhaps funnel guys into a kill trap. Oh, for our castle, let's take a quick look at the villager count. The villager count is heavily in favor for blue. And we've got a large number of conquistadors coming on out. We've got another house coming up here. We do got the monk here, but we'll get focused down quite quickly. There's a lot of conquistadors here. Garrisoning the town center is not exactly what you want to do, though. Looks like some more sheep are still being harvested. is going to garrison the town center once again. But right now, Red is trying to formulate any sort of defense. He needs something at least. He needs something to sort of chase down these conquistadors. We do got a conversion of one of the conquistadors. So more and more monks is, so far, a good counter right now. Does dodge those bullets. Does take out that one conquistadors, but loses his own. Need dodge left to right instead of side to side. Conquistadors do have 2 pierce armor, and the town center only has 6 damage. We have 2 more conquistadors on the build queue. We do got spearmen and pikemen upgrade being researched. It looks like the Knights managed to break through. I think they broke through a house. Does kill off one of the Knights of the town center fire. Does kill off now both of them, but only gets 1 villager in turn. The lost mining town might be cause more damage. It's hard to calculate. Conquistadors moving on. One is super wounded. 1 HP left. There goes another villager. The Conquistadors doing a great job of raiding. Wait, isn't the hit and run tactic supposed to be the Mongol style? The Spanish have learned. He could quickly garrison this town center and perhaps kill off this 1 health one. He only needs 1 stray arrow to kill him off. Another knight goes down. This knight does go down to a pikeman. He does kill off, actually not the 1 health one. He kills off the another lower health one, but now there's 5 conquistadors here. Over here, gold is still being mined. Conquistador slowly whittling away this mining encampment. Do have a castle up here on the high ground. Great defensive position. Does he have a university for the what's it called, ballistics? He could really stand for a university right now because those conquistadors just don't help deny their raiding potential. Able to fire the arrows upon the move. We got another monk out in the field trying to convert some more guys. Red still has a lot less villagers. In fact, ooh, 44 to 70. Blue is in a great position. Hasn't received any sort of harassment or aggression. Could probably stand to build some palisades around everything, but offense is the best defense. Your opponent can't harass if he's getting harassed. I never understand the hitbox on these freaking mountains. That would just look like he was crossing into the mountain itself. Mining Cam is still alive, so he does have this vision over here. He's also collecting gold on the front line, which will also, while dangerous, denies your opponent that gold reserve. And there's still a gold and stone up here. Oh, the stone's literally into the mountain. It's a good deposit right there. A mining camp can cover both of them. Constantly, Kisagor's coming on in. Does kill 1. Hasn't respawned just yet. There goes 2, 3, 4. I think he lost that 1 health one. Maybe there's a monk for healing by. He still hasn't realized it. Now he realized that that's a lot of dead villagers. The village disparity is almost to a 2-to-1 ratio. That is massive. Let's get a slightly faster pace. We do got the monk does convert one of them, but the monk does go down. And he looks like we do got a monk. He will go ahead and grab the relic. Great hits there, and I think he forgot about his guys and does lose them entirely. A little bit of oversight in losing those conquistadors, but he's in a great position. In fact, he's now in pure age, killing a bunch of more conquistadors as well. Another conquistador raid coming in, and this opening's still here. Does not get any kills right there. Oh, and he may have locked his guy in right there. Or not. Mountains. What do I know about them? Does destroy the barracks and now is sieging this house. There is an opening right here, I believe. And we also have a town center over here. And blue is actually mining gold right there. Spanish gold. And mangonels do come on in, but I think the conquistadors not only have more numbers, but more likely to win out. They have a higher damage. Mangonels are good, and that's the end of the game. This is Agion saying thank you for watching, and signing.